Hello dear students, greetings to all. In the last class we have seen agriculture, an introduction for agriculture. And today in this class we look at the types of agriculture. Based on the agriculture practices, crops grown, the types of livestock kept and the proportion of output retained by the farmer, agriculture may be broadly divided into two categories: subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. Based on certain facts, we divide the agriculture into two parts. That is subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. And it is based on, this division is based on the crops grown and agriculture practices, how we cultivate, what are the things used for cultivation, etc. On the basis of all these points, we divide the agriculture into two, such as subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. First of all, let us look at subsistence farming. This type of agriculture is practiced mainly to meet the requirements of local community. So the main definition can be like this: subsistence farming is practiced mainly to meet the requirements of local community. In order to fulfill the needs of local community, we cultivate or we do agriculture, and that is called subsistence agriculture. Most of the products are grown and consumed within the area where they are produced. So the speciality of this subsistence agriculture is that we cultivate something and we consume there. If it is commercial, we cultivate something and we'll sell it in the market and we export it. So that is the main difference between the commercial agriculture or commercial farming and subsistence farming or subsistence agriculture. And also there are four different types of subsistence farming. First of all, nomadic herding. Next one is a shifting farming. Next one is intensive farming, and then extensive farming. All these farmings are very easy to understand. So let us begin with the first one, nomadic herding. As the name is clear, it is moving from one place to another. So the farmer will be moving from one place to another with his cattle, sheep, goats, camels, and yak. So they take their animal to one place and they will have the food there, they will have the shelter there, and when the food finish, they will move to another place. That is called nomadic herding. So this is practiced by those people who rear cattle, sheep, goats, camels, and yak. These animals are dependent on natural vegetation in the area. Herders move with their animals from one place to another in search of fodder. This is called nomadic herding. And the next one is shifting farming. It is a very simple and primitive method of farming. This type of farming is practiced by clearing a patch of forest or by burning bushes. A patch of land is cleared and then cultivated. It is also known as slush and burn agriculture. When the crops are ready, the people join together, harvest, and store for consumption. And these people do not lead a settled life. The land is prepared for cultivation by felling trees and burning them. Crops like maize and cassava are grown using simple tools. The produce is consumed by the community. People move from one area to another when soil loses its fertility. If we brief, uh, the people come here and cut the forest and they burn it, and thereafter they cultivate. When it is ready for harvest, they harvest it and they consume by the local community itself. And these people are also not settling permanently. They will keep moving, and when they keep moving, when the soil loses its fertility, when the soil become very bad, that means when it loses its fertility, then they will move to another place. This is called shifting farming. Next one is intensive farming. We can very briefly we can say that small land and a big profit. That means they will have only a very small piece of land, but the farmers will get a very good production, and that is only because of using good quality seeds, ample fertilizers, ensuring regular water supply, and applying more labors. So they will have a very small piece of land, and they will be using good seeds, a very ample fertilizers, that means the proper fertilizers, and there will be enough water supply, and there will be enough laborers, and with all these things the farmers will get a very good amount of production. And they will also cultivate more than one crop. They will be cultivating more than one crops from the same small piece of land, because the soil is very fertile, and the climate also is very good, and it is prevalent mostly in the monsoon regions of South, Southeast, and East Asia. Rice is the main crop. Besides wheat, maize, pulse, and oil, seeds are also grown. A variety of crops are usually grown by farmers because most of the produce is for their own consumption. Once again, intensive farming means a small land. They will be using good quality seeds, ample fertilizers, that means the proper fertilizers, good water supply, good levels. And they will be cultivating many crops, different crops, and they will get a very good amount of production. And it is prevailing, or it is prevalent in mostly in the monsoon regions of South, Southeast, and East Asia, and they are cultivating different crops, and they are cultivating it for their consumption, mainly for their consumption. So that is about intensive farming. And the last one is the extensive farming. Extensive farming means the main purpose of this kind of agriculture is sell the produce in the market. So here we have seen the nomadic herding, shifting farming, and intensive farming. All these are mainly for their own consumption. And here they produce it in the market. They produce it the things for to sell the products in the market. Therefore, one particular crop suitable for the region is selected by the farmer. So they will select the crop based on the region. So if they require rice, then they will cultivate rice. If they require jute, then they will cultivate that one. If they require cotton, then they will cultivate that one. It is called crop specialization. This type of agriculture has two main forms, and one is food crops and the other one is cash crops. The crops which are used for food, like cereals, pulses, oil seeds, beverages, etc., are considered as food crops. Cash crops means like cotton, jute, sugarcane, etc. And dear students, these are the important types of subsistence farming. I hope you understood the class, and all your doubts will be clarified during the online class. Learn the chapter, read it well, understand the concept, write down the important points in your copy. Have a nice day. God bless you all.